Hey everybody, and welcome to everything I ever wanted to say to you but just couldn't find the words. Well, after finishing off My Little Pony and Friends last week, we're slipping quite neatly into the start of Season 9 of Friendship is Magic today, and the creators really want to drive home that it's the last season and just sort of stick it in and break it off, don't they? Because they're calling this one the beginning of the end, and it's a two-part episode. I'll be doing the first part now, and the second part at some other point. I'm kidding, the second part will be out tomorrow, and that's not a joke. Anyway, do I have predictions for this season? None that will even be vaguely accurate. Somehow I have managed to avoid spoilers. All I know is that something big is coming, and if I hadn't been able to guess that from it being the last season, I don't think I'd be allowed to use my brain anymore. I mean, it's a bit dangerous to use it anyway. What am I talking about? I don't know. Let's get on with this and watch the beginning of the end. Part 1. Okay. Heavy breathing, looking stressed, looking like panicking. This is obviously a bait and switch.
So every pony got an urgent summons to the castle with no explanation? Something could be terribly wrong. Some pony turned bad, another evil creature back for revenge?
Yeah, no, this is too obviously a bait and switch. It's too obviously something terrifying, so it's obviously not.
I like it when he runs so fast, the walls get all blurry.
Okay, another pinky physics point. And I'm pretty sure that counts as a fourth wall break as well.
What's wrong? What can we do?
That's just it. Nothing's wrong. Everything's perfect.
There we go.
Did y'all call us down here just to tell us that?
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they did call them up there just to say, yep, everything's fine.
Well, there is more to it.
Oh?
Equestria is currently enjoying its longest period of harmony in recent years.
And it's all thanks to you, Twilight. And your friends, of course.
Well, considering that they go out and tackle all the evils of the world, yeah, they kind of do. It kind of is.
For us to do.
So, after much consideration, my sister and I have decided it is time for us to retire.
Uh-huh. Okay, so they're going to retire. I presume that living forever gets a bit boring when you've stuck in the same job for your entire life.
Who'll take over? Who will run Equestria? Will it be someone tall, dark, and handsome? Or will it be the Lord of Chaos?
Hang on. Did I just talk over Twilight getting selected for the rulership of Equestria? I mean, I'm not surprised. It was kind of inevitable. They've been leading up to this ever since she got her wings. I'm not sure if that feels a little bit cheap, but we'll decide by the end of this.
You're retiring? Princesses can retire?
Yeah, if you get bored with the job, say, sod it. Just give her wings and give her the job.
And you want me to take your place?
Yep, there we go.
With the help of your friends, of course.
Well, yeah, it's the only thing keeping her sane is her friends.
You face task after task.
Challenge after challenge.
Countless adversities, yeah.
We were all thinking it, he just said it.
Thank you, but that doesn't mean that we're ready to do what you do.
Oh, of course you are. I realize this is a lot to take in.
Duh! Yeah, by the way, you're now going to be the ruler of the entire kingdom. Not just your own area, not just your own area of expertise. You are going to be in charge of the whole of Equestria from now on.
I'm in. Dumplings will all need a complete wardrobe update. And I would love to pick your brain about main maintenance when you have a moment.
Because that's the important point to focus on right now, how you all look, not the fact that the only rulers that Equestria has known for the last 1,000 years or so, it's not quite like that, but you know what I mean, are going to step down, and one of your friends is going to take charge. Who's going to do all the rescuing now? Who is going to save the world?
It'll be a bit of an adjustment, but I imagine the transfer of power will be a lengthy process, which will give
Actually, we just need a few days to put together a little ceremony.
Seriously?
a few days.
Oh, this is a lot of pressure on a pony.
Shouldn't there be some sort of training program that lasts weeks, no, months, if not years?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure I would want to step into the shoes of the supreme ruler of the whole land if I'd been given a couple of days' notice.
The friendship journal you wrote yourselves is a better guide than any we could provide.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I am not confident about this at all.
Well, it's a big step up. of friendship, helping people get along. All of a sudden, you're in charge of everything.
This is all so predictable. Now's the part where you all tell little Sparkle here
Discord
that everything
is the
is going to be
audience.
fine, but she won't believe you. Oh, I don't need to be here for this.
Oh, is that foreshadowing?
There's still so much to figure out. It's all happening so fast. I think I need some.
There we go. That's the rehypnol. She'll calm down in a minute.
Oh, wow. It's like you...
Knew you were going to react this way? We did.
Classic Twilighting.
She's a verb now. Okay.
You have a process.
Stage 1. You get big news, and you're like, no! But then you pace.
Okay, they're holding up a mirror to themselves here. They are explaining how predictable they have been at times, which tells me that they've got another bait and switch coming. Something big is still coming.
What do we do if something big happens and the princesses aren't there to help? If you think about it, they literally almost never help.
And once again, there's that mirror.
When Chrysalis pretended to be Cadence, or when Kira came back and absorbed all the magic, or the other time Chrysalis tried to take over, or with Cozy Glow in the school. Am I missing anything? Pony of Shadows.
Starlight when she was evil.
Discord when he was evil.
Do Flim and Flam count?
We've almost always done things without the princess's help. Which makes sense now, because it was all just training for you to take over.
All right, I will grant you that's clever. They're using that to counter the whole... Oh?
One day, you'll see. I will defeat
Princesses
Twilight,
don't do anything,
Sparkle,
let's
and
get
her
back to this.
friends. And they will pay for stealing my kingdom.
Oh. She really has lost the plot without a hive mind. Wait.
T-Rex.
It is Lord T-Rex.
Yeah, Lord T-Rex of the cage.
I just want to make sure you can see my best friend's rock sculpture from over there.
Hang on. So they're mentioning... What? What? Whoa, something... Yeah, something big. No! No! Oh! 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 Called it! Called it! I knew that wouldn't be the last of him. I knew we hadn't seen the last of him in season... Crystal Empire, Season 3. I knew that hadn't been the last of him. That was too easy just to vanish him like that.
Chrysalis, queen of the changelings.
Oh, they're bringing everyone back together. Oh,
Oh, golly. We didn't bring you. I thought you freed us from Tartarus.
Tartarus.
no, dude, it was Sombra. Sombra's back. I freaking knew he'd be back. And looking majestic.
You have returned. Why did you bring us here?
He didn't.
What? What? No!
It was I. You may call me Grogar.
They broke Grog! Oh, I am so glad I've been doing the Gen 1 reactions. I am so glad I knew who that was. Okay, seriously, anyone who hasn't seen the Gen 1 episodes, go and watch them before you watch this if you haven't watched it already. Just seriously, do it.
My plan to rid Equestria of Twilight, Sparkle, and her friends once and for all.
Oh, okay, new evils and old are returning for this one.
Grogar! I have been away too long if my name no longer strikes fear into the heart of one so tiny.
Yeah, he has got that. Seriously, if you are not terrified by Grogar, go and watch the original G1. At least Return of Tambalon. Ooh, okay, giving him a taste of... There we go, at least he looks the part again now.
I have also heard of the first Emperor of Equestria, the father of monsters. I gave life to the foulest of creatures.
Yes, he did! I'm guessing, though, that they may have updated the creatures a bit.
Until Gusty the Great rose up and banished you.
Rusty the Great?
That fool believed taking my bell would defeat me, but she only weakened me temporarily.
Hey, I will have you know that it was the unicorns, it was the little ponies that dealt with him.
If he knew about you when he was young, we have super different ideas about what temporarily means.
Silence! I've spent millennia gathering power, biding my time, waiting for the perfect opportunity to seize control of Equestria.
And waiting for Tambalon to come back yet again. It was, what, 500 years, I believe it was supposed to be gone for?
You know why they've always bested you?
Because they cheat.
Because they are annoyingly lucky.
Because they're united.
It is because they work together. Where one is weak, another is strong, and thus unified, they are a formidable force. But we shall use their own strategy to defeat them.
Oh, see, now the thing is, Grogar, I could believe, could actually pull this off.
Join me, and together Equestria will be ours. I don't do ours, I only do mine.
Yeah, dude, you've just heard about working together. Might be worth giving it a try.
And I will destroy any pony who gets in my way.
Because working alone worked so well for you last time, didn't it, mate?
I shall send you there myself. If you prevail, you may keep it. But when you fail, you will submit to me.
Okay, he may not be quite as horrifying as last time, but he's definitely more creepy.
Fine, but this is a waste of time, as I will crush those who defy me. I will defeat all who get in my way.
Thanks, dude.
I advise the rest of you to prepare to work together.
So, hang on, if they really just whipped him out that quickly again?
You two are in luck because I know all about that.
Okay, that was violence. It may have just been a flick, but that was an actual violence against a child.
Help! She's spiraling! We're at the my plan needs a plan stage of a total Twilight meltdown!
Seriously, chain of command. She goes up to Princess, Starlight goes up to Principal.
Twilight! Ah! Starlight! Oh good, you're here! I need to talk to you.
Yes, I did just forget Starlight's name for a second there. Sorry.
You are twilighting hard. You say twilighting too? Well, excuse me!
I am familiar with what twilighting is. I do it a lot.
Starlight, you have blossomed into one of the strongest, smartest, most caring ponies I know, and I can't think of any pony better to leave in charge of my castle and the School of Friendship, so what do you think?
You've just stolen the princess's speech.
You want me to take care of the castle and run the school?
Yes?
I can't. I'm not ready. And now you want me to do it permanently? What if I don't do the right thing?
See? It's a universal reaction. It's the normal reaction to suddenly shooting right to the top of the food chain.
You've got this.
And so do you. See what I did there? You just said everything you need to hear.
Okay.
Nice try. But running a school and running a country are two very different
It's not a
things.
country. It's a land. It's several countries. Probably. Oh, so he's having another go. Oh, right, okay. So Grogar sent him to have another go at the Crystal Empire. I think I was talking over that bit. This has got to be bad news for these guys. Ooh. Yep, of course. Crystal Guard. Whoa. Okay, I was going to say I want one, but having just seen what they do, maybe not.
Hurry, Twilight. We need you. Do you have Flurry Heart?
I thought you had her.
You didn't get the kid! Oh, boy.
You won't get away with this.
Oh, but I already have.
Flurry, obliterate him! We know you can do it!
The crystal heart now in my possession, there is nothing to stop me from ruling the Crystal Empire.
Oh, boy. This is not good.
Long live the king.
And that's not the cliffhanger? There's more to come?
You may want to work on your penmanship. This looks like it says Cadence sent an emergency message, Sombra's back, and he's taking over the Crystal Empire.
That's exactly what it says.
And you let everyone know that by letter. You didn't just magic them all to you and go, hey, look, sorry for the interruption, but I need help.
Shouldn't somebody tell Celestia and Luna?
Ooh, good point. One of us should probably loop in the real rulers of Equestria.
He is good. Master of manipulation.
We'll need to handle things like this on our own.
Oh, could this mean that you finally have the confidence to ascend to the throne like the princesses believe you can?
Okay, the problem is that he's being a bit tricky to get a bead on. We know that he's been turned by these guys before.
You're absolutely right. You learn how to handle these things on your own. Ta-ta!
Wow. Even Discord is afraid of taking on Sombra. Now, I'm choosing to believe that he's afraid that he might be turned again if he tries to take on the evils.
No. You didn't need the elements the last time you defeated Sombra. And I'm not sure that using them still counts as handling things on your own.
It's using the tools at hand. And the problem is you've got to go and get them back again. Okay, no, this is too easy. This is too easy. This is the last season. They're not going to make it as easy as, hey, look, the elements again. Oh, greatest fears again. Okay, so for Twilight it's losing and getting everyone she cares about enslaved.
Oh, Twilight, how disappointing.
And failing the princesses.
Nothing can defeat your own fears.
We have nothing to fear but fear itself. And spiders. And, you know, anything underwater. And ambulances. Don't ask.
It's cute that you think that'll do anything.
No, come on. Right, okay, I think I know what's going on. They've made this easy in order to show him how important it is going to be to work together with the others. Or they've just destroyed him. Either one is a possibility.
We totally just wiped the castle with that guy.
Yeah, no, it's not that easy. It can't be that easy.
And easy.
As magical battles go, that was a cakewalk. Cakewalk.
I have you guys, and we have the elements. And together, we've never failed. We'll be okay.
Yeah, you may not always have the elements, Rumby. You have had to deal with these things without the elements before.
Once again, Equestria is safe.
And again, what was the point in making a big deal about having to give up the elements in... Okay, I forget which season that was, but if you then... Oh. I'll finish that thought later.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah. See, he wasn't gone. And there go the elements. Except I thought, you know, they were the... Okay, there we go. That's a cliffhanger. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a cliffhanger right there. Okay. So the elements are gone. Again, at least the physical representation of the elements. I mean, we know that they themselves embody the elements, so shouldn't they kind of be able to do something again on their own because they are the elements? But for the thought that I couldn't finish earlier because, surprise, Sombra, what was the point in making the big hoo-ha about having to give up the elements in order to inherit a new power if they can then just go back and borrow the elements whenever they need them? I mean, wasn't the whole point of rainbow power thing that it was the power inside them, not the physical aspect of the elements? Although, I'm going to be honest, if it means that they don't bring back rainbow power, I'm okay with this little loophole. But yeah, there we go. Like I say, I knew that something big was coming. I didn't know what it was, and I'm going to be honest, when I saw Sombra, I thought that was it. I thought that was the big thing. Okay, that was a big thing. That was a huge thing, because since season 3, premiere season 3 Crystal Empire, when he was just instantly obliterated in the first 5 minutes and then was never spoken of again, I knew that he had to be coming back at some point. So of course, when we saw the glowing eyes and the red horn, big deal, Sombra's back, there we go. I thought that was it. No, they've only gone and got the OG himself. They've only gone and got Grogar. I mean, some could argue that having Tyrek enter Gen 4 was the return of the OG, because he was the one that started it all in Gen 1. He was the big bad, kidnapping ponies to turn them painfully into weird dragon things to bring about an eternal night. But he was defeated in 22 minutes. One 22-minute special. The Return of Tambalon, which is the end of Grogar, that was 4 episodes. You know, he's at least twice as resilient as Tyrek was. Again, though, this is using Gen 1 principles, where things were all messed up back then. But as Nightmare Fuel goes, Grogar is way up there. I mean, for me, from Gen 1, Squirk was one of the real bad nightmares. But again, I am terrified of oceanic beings and things from the depths. He was a giant, obviously carnivorous squid octopus thing. Grogar had enslaved and transformed entire species. He had his own land. Okay, it was lost in time for 500 years, but he almost brought it back. And once again, he took a lot longer to defeat than Tyrek did, albeit he was a lot easier once they realised it was a case of, hey, ring this bell and there you go. Does it show that I'm a little excited to have some of the older villains back again? Oh, I am so glad that I started doing Gen 1 reactions in the downtime between Gen 4 episodes. I'm so glad that I went and looked at the origins of these things. And like I say, if you have not watched the Gen 1 episodes before, find somewhere that you can. You will not regret it. But anyway, back to this episode. So, Sombra did fail to enslave the Crystal Empire, and therefore, per his agreement, whether he's destroyed the elements or not, he does have to now work alongside everyone else with Grogar. And I have no idea how that's going to work out. You see, the whole point behind the main 6 working together is that they are friends. They get on anyway, except for a few contrived plot points in some episodes we'd rather forget. But the villains, they're forced into a coalition of convenience. They're still inherently distrusting. So, at the first opportunity, they are going to try and seize power from all the others, because they know that all the others are going to try and seize power when the opportunity arises. Maybe with the exception of Chrysalis, who, with the lack of the hive mind, has clearly gone insane. She needs the chatter of those little bugs going on in her head, because now, can you imagine what that must be like anyway? To have an entire hive, an entire society chittering away to you, and then all of a sudden, silence. That's maddening loneliness right there. I can't imagine that she'll actually get on with any of the other villains and properly work with them. She'll still be trying to get the hive back, but she's got to be the most up for this for that reason. Just to have someone on her side again, even if they are inevitably going to try and betray her like her own clones of the main 6 did. Anyway, yeah, it's been good to get back to Gen 4 as well. It's kind of sad knowing that this is going to be the last season of Gen 4, but they're already wrapping up one loose end nicely. I can only hope that any other loose ends get the same treatment. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll join me tomorrow for the conclusion of the beginning of the end. The conclusion of the beginning of the end. Well, there is a grammatical nightmare right there. I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.
What's wrong? What can we do?
That's just it. Nothing's wrong. Everything's perfect. Did y'all call us down here just to tell us that?
I don't remember. What a naughty scatterbrain I am.
It is time for us to retire.
Huh? And you want me to take your place?
Oh, wait, you serious?
T-Rex!
I am not, nor will I ever be interested. Go away!
I'm back, baby!
It was I.
There are some who call me Tim.
We're boned!